Hello and welcome to Homorazzi. I am back from my 2-week vacation. You guys miss me obviously.
2 weeks? I haven't seen you work a day at your store in a year.
What are you talking about? That's because you live in Richmond.
You have an employee who is basically your child slave who is there every day.
Who's so cute. He's adorable. What's his name, Steven?
He's quiet.
Yeah, Steve.
He's lovely.
He's quiet, yes. He's cute. He's too young for me, but he's cute.
And your hair has gotten way longer since the last time we
so
met.
much longer.
Jesus.
So you
Every
were
2
saying
weeks.
before we started filming that this is phase 1.
Oh, this is, okay, I'm almost into phase 1 of hair growth. So it's gonna be just a little bit longer.
One of how many?
3.
Oh,
and then phase 2 is gonna be to here, and then I'm probably gonna put like extensions in it to make it longer until it grows to phase 3.
Are you kidding?
No, I have it all planned out. It's
You're-
like a 2-year plan.
You're going back to drag queen.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You're well into your second stage of drag queen.
Yeah.
It's too fanny and
I
flowy
love
though.
it. I love it.
I
Well,
feel
it's
like
better
you're
than
gonna-
like the Lego hair I had a few months ago.
I don't know. I kind of like the look of it. I certainly want to like sleep
Yeah.
with that.
I feel like you'll have this Jesus look and you'll have to sit in the middle for
It's
the
gonna
Last
be
Supper.
so good. Trust me.
Yeah, Tommy Last Supper. He'll definitely post for that. So.
What's new with you, Adam?
Nothing crazy. I actually got to house sit for the last couple of weeks at our friend's amazing 40th floor apartment, like facing the best parts of Vancouver. It was gorgeous. The problem was every time I had like a trick over, I'd have to be like, just don't get used to this kind of place. Like, that's not where it's gonna be next time. It's gonna be in the back of like my tinted window car. So that's very impressed with it, but that's like not what it's gonna be for the long term.
Your windows aren't tinted.
They are. The back seat of my car is tinted. The front seat, the cops wouldn't let me do it. I think they
It's
just made
illegal.
it up.
It's illegal
yeah,
to
which is
tint
bull. So anyway, the backs work. So guys, it's all good. But the apartment was nice, and I had a great time just staying downtown for like 2 weeks straight. It was nice.
All right, and I'll tell you about my vacation. I was in Costa Rica. I was actually on this Detours travel trip, which is a gay adventure travel company, and they did Costa Rica, they do Peru, they do Thailand, they do Greece, and so I went on this one. It was 2 weeks, and you stay in a bunch of different places. We were in the jungle, in the rainforest, on the beach. It was a lot of fun. We went whitewater rafting, zip trekking.
You told me the bugs and like the snakes and the
Yeah.
monkeys. They sound terrifying. I wouldn't want to do that.
Well, in the last place we stayed at, it was a villa, and it was very open. So at nighttime, when it gets really dark, that's the only place where the light is, and so all the bugs like basically flock into the villa, and they're huge. These are not small bugs at all. So it was quite hilarious.
And that was one of your New Year's resolutions, right? To travel more
Yeah.
outside of
And I didn't-
like the States,
Here.
Canada.
So I went to. It was supposed to be outside of North America, so I went to Central America.
You took all that time off work and went on a trip, so that's good.
All right, well, let's move on to today's topics. First up, we have an engagement to talk about.
Yeah, Lady Gaga got engaged, which I mean,
I didn't even know she was dating this guy. I
they've
don't
been
know
dating
this, right?
since 2011.
Who the hell cares who Lady Gaga's dating? But like, this is cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. So they've been dating since 2011. They met on the set of her video, You and I, and he is on Chicago Fire, and he is smoking hot.
Crazy hot. He's from the Vampire Diaries too,
He
so I
is
recognize
for like a
him.
quick
Yeah.
second. But yeah, no, so they got engaged. He like proposed to her on Valentine's Day, and he gave her a heart-shaped ring, and it's ginormous, and it's really cute.
All right, let's move on to the next item of gossip, which is a little bit more trashy.
This
A
one,
little more
this
trashy.
one, I was up all night,
I knew you'd
refreshing
be on
my
it.
feed on this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so juicy. So, okay, I'll give you the backstory. So it's between Amber Rose and Khloe Kardashian.
One of your girls.
Both of my girls. I love Amber Rose too. But so Amber Rose went on the radio, like I believe it was like last week or something, and she was talking about Kylie Jenner and how Kylie Jenner is 17 and she's dating a 24-year-old guy. I think his name is Tyga. And the reason she was talking about it is because Amber Rose's best friend is Tyga's baby's mother. Okay? So there's little drama there. But also because Kylie is 17
Super young.
years old.
Just 17.
Just 17, like
Yeah.
she just turned 17. So she was talking about how it's like really inappropriate. Well, Khloe obviously gets on Twitter and like blah, 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 blah.
About her sister.
Well, yes, but she should have just kept her mouth shut because Amber Rose will just shoot off her mouth. She doesn't care. She has nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
She's like Kanye's West.
She's Kanye's best ex. She's a model. I mean, she's a model.
Like hip hop model is
Yeah.
what I read. So whatever
I didn't know
that
she
is.
was.
But
really-
she's
Yeah.
really like she's really hot. She's really like candid with the way she speaks. So when they were going back and forth, so Khloe was like, you know, I'm sorry that you're jealous of my sister at 17 when you were a stripper at 15. And Amber was like, I've never made it a secret that I was a stripper at 15. I was a whore. Supporting my family, just like your older sister is a whore, supporting hers. Oh my God, it was so good. And it just went on, and then Chloe was kind of trying to diffuse the situation.
Yeah, she was not bad.
But then Amber Rose comes right back in, and she's like, you know what, just because your father is an ex-football player who was not convicted of murder.
It's crazy.
I was dying. It was so good, and it went on, and Amber won that fight.
Are you serious?
I would give her the
100%.
win.
No, you know why Amber won that fight?
Because she didn't
Is
shut up?
Exactly, and she said what everybody else wanted to say. Chloe should not have said a thing.
Nobody wants to call out Chloe for being O.J. Simpson's daughter. Nobody
but
thinks
it's
or
just
says
it's
that.
just like a bang, bang. You know what I mean? Like Amber Rose totally won that fight. Totally.
I will say, their little show is coming back on the 15th. I can't imagine this is not going to hurt ratings for everyone who's going to be talking about them 2 weeks before. So
I loved it. It was so good.
All right, well, that's all we have for gossip. When we come back, we're going to move on to music. Welcome back. We're going to move on to music now. And first up, we have the latest from Taylor Swift, and it's called Style. Take a look.
You got that daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style.
So what do you guys think of this?
I love it.
You do?
I really love it.
I really love it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, there's nothing really wrong this girl can do now. Like we've talked about this until we were blue in the face. Yeah. Every song on this album, except for one, is genius.
They're all amazing.
All the and I think all the videos are great. I think this is a really nice change for her. Like she had a really fun dancing video, and then she had like a really like a character story
Dramatic,
video,
crazy thing.
and I was like super arty. Like I love it. I think it's great. I love Taylor Swift.
I think this is the departure into adult contemporary kind of thing. Like she is mature with this one, and it is a bit of a more mature song. It's actually my favorite song on the entire track, personally.
It's one of mine, but it's not my favorite.
And I didn't really think about the lyrics before, and I get it now. Breaking up, we should be together, and all this kind of crap. The guy in it, let's talk about, is gorgeous.
Hot.
Yeah.
So
So
cute.
hot.
Appropriately aged, not overly like the most beautiful guy in the world, just a really attractive, built, sexy guy. They're all like, it's very relationshipy and like realistic, and it's good.
And like the effects are good. And a lot
Very
of people
cool.
were like slamming her for it, but I think it's a great video.
All right, let's move on to the next song, which is from Ariana Grande. It's called One Last Time.
I don't deserve it, I know I don't deserve it, but stay with me a minute, I swear I'll make it worth it. Can't you forgive me, at least just temporarily? I know that this is my fault, I should have been more careful. I know she gives you everything, but boy, I couldn't give it to you. And I know that you got everything, but I got nothing here without you, baby.
Oh God, I hated this. I know we like her, but this video was ridiculous.
So this is actually my favorite song from her album. The song is great.
Yeah.
The video is
Super cheesy.
I mean, I feel like it's like a knockoff of Cloverfield. Do you remember Cloverfield?
course.
Yeah, they were
And
definitely
every
doing that.
other movie.
Absolutely,
Yeah. I mean, I was just watching, I'm like, who the hell would let her run through her house?
She is 80 pounds and is like knocking down people and
Yeah.
running by cops. This
And
guy
then,
is
like,
some emo twink.
And the cops just like let her go by while
God.
they're blocking like everyone else. It's a video for a great song.
And then what is like some like mad rapist chases after them after a while, and then they die and
Oh, the
kiss each other.
conspiracy theory
Oh my
guy.
God, it was so
The ending
weird.
looks so fake.
Oh God, it
Like-
was so dumb.
All right, let's move on to movies now. And first up is the trailer for Focus.
Been in this game for a really long time. I had what I needed. And then the girl walked in.
I know you're doing something big. I want in. Can we skip the part where I lead you to believe there's some earth-shattering hump in the works?
There's no earth-shattering hump in the works.
No.
I don't even get thinly veiled allure.
No.
That's all my favorite.
Sorry.
I can't stand it.
So what about the big con?
You mean the one where we make so much money we all retire?
'Cause you're running around.
You see, there's a science to getting people to trust you.
Do we have a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Let's talk about the movie. So first of all, it stars Will Smith, who I hate, but also Margot Robbie, who I love.
He's the guy.
That's
girl.
the girl.
I don't even know. I'm like, Margot, the other girl, the girl.
girl's name.
Who knows? Everyone's European these days. She's gorgeous. She's
Well,
pretty.
that's Harley Quinn. That's who's
Okay.
gonna play Harley Quinn. And she was in Wolf of Wall Street. So I really like her, but I'm not gonna see this movie at all. And like there were so many like scenes like in the trailer that I thought were just like recycled things from Bad Boys, like him in the car. So I was like, it's like,
It's so every grifter movie you've
it's so
ever
every
seen.
Will Smith
And the
movie.
whole thing is gonna be like, oh, and there was a secret one the whole time, and it's
But
a
I
twist.
loved her in the end, and she was conning me, and
There will be nothing original about
No.
this. I'm not watching it.
No.
All of his movies do well.
Well, they do
Will Smith's
because
a huge name.
Scientology.
Is he a Scientologist?
Yes.
Oh, Lord! I don't follow their list of members. I know Tom Cruise.
are
Yes.
like all
Good gravy. Pass.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next movie. Next up is Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
We need to find the point in time where things went wrong and fix it.
Here we go! So far, so good.
Back in the tub.
Back in the top, Brandon.
Lou! Sounds like hatred.
The only thing he put in his body was like Doritos and poison. I had sex with Marilyn Monroe.
I discovered cocaine. Patriot Lou. You guys gotta come with me.
Why? We gotta make America happen, bro. You're not gonna be super welcome there, but we should totally go.
I mean, I'm
We
laughing
couldn't
at
even
going
get
through.
through the
No.
name without chuckling.
I can't believe they made another
I
one.
can't believe you put this on the list.
Oh, no, you know what? I did not see the first one, and I just, because of the name probably, and I was like, this sounds ridiculous. But I watched the trailer for this one, and I'm like, this looks hilarious.
No.
It looks so funny.
gonna
You
be
know
Dumb
what?
and
This is
Dumber
your
2.
last
No, this is
apology.
way better than Dumb and Dumber,
I
which
don't-
I did not watch, but I will, or Dumb and Dumber 2, I mean. But this looks really funny.
It doesn't. It looks like they're just scrambling money for frat guys who have nothing better to do but get stoned on a Friday night. Like, this movie looks ridiculously stupid.
I normally hate these types of movies, but I was laughing at this trailer.
I don't know what parts. Like, oh, they're now millionaires and they go back and want to become billionaires. Like, I don't even
But then they
understand
go to
premise.
the future and then they realize they're all old and then they just keep jumping into this hot tub and going to different.
Okay,
it
so
looks
did-
so stupid.
So
So
stupid.
did you guys watch the first one?
Yes, I saw the first one.
I would never. You might. Like, you
Okay,
got
so what did you
dumber
think
for
of the first
watching
one?
I mean, it was like a dumb movie that you laugh because it's a concept you haven't heard of, but it was stupid, and you wanted it to end there. You're still laughing. You're thinking about
Oh,
jokes
but
from
he's
it.
going opening night.
Yeah, oh my God,
so
you're lining
sad.
up. You and two other guys. Like, no, this looks so bad. These actors are not even that funny anymore.
No.
They're not relevant. They're not doing anything good. Oh,
Okay.
Patrick.
All right, next up we have the trailer for The Duff.
If I wanted to go shopping, I could have done that with Jess and Casey. I need you to give me real talk.
You got a uniboob, your posture sucks. You need to start dressing less like Wreck-It Ralph. Boom, real talk.
People like you will never matter here.
You need to realize you're only as awesome as you think you are.
Oh, I have a date. Don't do that.
You do. You don't?
Stop.
Now this is my
Okay.
type of movie. It's so funny that this came on the list. I had no idea what this movie was.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. I was in Victoria a couple weeks ago, and my friend was like, "Have you heard about this movie, The Duff?" I was like, "What the hell's that? Is it like the beer thing?"
Seriously.
From, like
The Simpsons spin-off movie?
And then he showed me the trailer, and I was like, "How is this not gaining traction?" Like. We always talk about this. Every decade, there's one of those movies. There was Heathers in the 80s, there was Clueless in the 90s, there was Mean Girls in the 2000s, and now we're waiting for the one for this decade. Is this the one? I don't know. So it stars Robbie Amell, who is so cute in this movie, and some really boring girl, and some real, like, whatever. It's all about Robbie Amell and his dancing pets.
Calm down. The girl in it is from Parenthood, and she's a great actress. I mean, she's a drama actress for
Yeah.
the most part. And she's fine in this. She plays a good role that fits her.
So the DUF stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend.
Yes.
And you totally missed that, didn't you?
What?
Wow, you missed that completely.
What?
You did too?
The throw?
Yeah, no, I
Were you
pointed
pointing?
to him.
Oh
and I
God.
The throw to
That's something
Patrick.
I would do.
I know, and you missed it. Anyway, I mean, again, not an original idea. She's like friends with Robbie Amell, and she's the designated ugly fat friend to all the popular girls, and then she wants to get pretty, and he's gonna make her pretty, and they're gonna fall in love.
That said, to me, this is bringing up the bells of like GBF. Like I'm seeing this whole like bringing back good teen movies that take place in school, but are like actually funny and written in the style that people actually talk like.
Yeah.
Easy A as well. was
Sure,
another
Easy A
one.
was a really good example of
Yeah,
this.
Easy A was one, GBF was one.
Yeah.
This will probably be one. I'm definitely gonna go see this one.
I'm
for
really
And it has
hoping.
Allison Janney in it.
Allison Janney, who's hilarious as her
Yeah.
like crazy ass mom. So there's some names behind this. I think this is gonna do well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like Mean Girls, where it was like a sleeper hit and just like kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So hopefully there's some quotable lines in this because we really need it.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're going to move on to TV.
Take a look at what you did to my sports ticker. We're out of cornflakes. F you. Kick up your socks. F you. It took me 2 days to figure out that F you was Felix Unger.
Welcome back. We're moving on to TV now, and that was just a clip from a new show called The Odd Couple on CBS.
So bad. This is gonna be like another one of the Friends curse.
Well, I
TV
feel like
shows.
everything that Matthew Perry has done for shows has canceled. Like he just did another one a couple years ago, and that didn't last.
He did a good one that was based on like Saturday Night Live behind the scenes that was really amazing, but no one watched.
It was
Only had
ahead
2
of its
seasons.
time.
God,
Sean.
it was so good, but yeah, no, he's not killing
So
it.
is this like a remake of
an old,
God.
It's like the 3rd remake or something,
Yeah.
like the 3rd cast. It just, oh my God, let it die.
Yeah.
Like it was not original when it came up in the 70s. Who wants to hear this now?
Oh, 2 roommates that are very different.
Like I'm super fastidious and I'm crazy dirty and like are they gay? Are they straight? Like does that even matter? They're just like gross and old. Like they're not even cute. I don't know why you would watch this.
Well, I mean, yeah, I haven't seen much promo for it, especially like even on CBS or anything. So I'm wondering how it's gonna do. I don't think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna be canceled after like 3 episodes.
I think they've given up on it even before it's like you're saying. Like it's hard to
no
find shit on this.
promo.
No, it's bad news.
Yeah.
All right. Well, another new show on CBS is Battle Creek. Take a look.
I'm touched. Our loss is Battle Creek's gain. Good riddance, you miserable sack of shit.
Damn, even their seal is nicer than ours.
Big smile, big laugh, you love it here. Big smile, big laugh, you love it here. Big smile, big laugh. I love it here. Are you kidding me? I grew up in a small town.
You grew up in Michigan?
Monaco, actually, but you know, same deal.
This is Holly, our office manager.
You're really good looking. I'm so sorry. It's just a little distracting.
It is.
I don't want to see this one either.
Neither do I. The trailer was 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
So who is it? It's Josh Duhamel, though?
It's Josh
Who's
Duhamel,
so hot.
so
Yeah.
attractive.
Yes, what is he doing?
This is another
Holy.
unoriginal situation where 2 cop partners are thrown together and they
It's like
don't...
fish out of water cop going into
It is. It's the odd couple for
bang,
cops.
bang.
It's so stupid. It's like it's the kind of interesting guy who was on 30 Rock and like what's that show? That jail show. Oz from a million years ago. But like, he's not done anything since. He doesn't need to be doing anything now. This looks terrible. Josh Duhamel is just hot. That is the only reason I even picked
Well,
this
and
for
isn't
this.
there even a line where like the sergeant or whatever, she's like, "You are really attractive," and like to him, it's just really stupid.
It's
I
bad.
can't believe we're talking about this. Let's talk about.
Okay,
shows.
let's talk about some shows that we like, and they both happen to be on ABC. So first up is Fresh Off the Boat.
Why do all your shirts have black men on them?
It's Notorious B.I.G. You into B.I.G.? Yeah, man. Come sit with us. Oh, what is this? It's Chinese food. Get it out of here. Ying Ming's eating worms. I need white people lunch.
What is this store so excited about? If we get separated, try and join a white family. You will be safe there until I can find you. I miss the Taiwanese markets back in D.C. They make me feel so calm.
Tortilla chip, free sample.
This is free. Okay.
I love this show.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, so we delayed this from last time because we wanted to talk about it.
delayed this for
after
2 weeks,
True
actually.
story, yeah. And so now we've seen it. I want to hear you guys first. You guys are obviously a little bit more into it than I am.
I normally don't jump onto comedies. I find them like, okay, I can miss a week, and then I just don't end up watching it. But this one I'm obsessed with, and I've watched all the episodes so far, and I love it. It's so good.
I think it's hilarious. It reminds me of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Do you remember that movie where they're taking like a full-on like a family and it's just the stereotype of that completely, and it's hysterical, and you can laugh at it without feeling bad, right?
Yeah, I will say they don't push anything too crazy.
No.
It's realistic for what like the 90s or whenever it's supposed to take place.
Oh my God, let's talk about the music for a second. The music from the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing.
I love all the throwbacks.
Yeah.
The outfits are great. The settings are dead on. The mom kills it for me. She's the best part for me.
She's
The kids,
100%
I love the kids.
are good.
I love
And
everyone's
the grandma in the wheelchair, like my roommate, she's
too
Asian,
much.
and she's watching the show, and she's like, oh my God, they have a grandma in a wheelchair. Like, this is so every Asian family.
My favorite is the Mama's Boy kid.
Oh, sure, like Alvin or whatever it is, who's
Yeah.
running at the little tardy notes
and he
stuff.
goes to like the block party.
Yes.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's doing. I'm excited for this. I think it's a great little slice of what happened when Asian people moved here and they were fresh off the boat kind of scenario.
Yeah.
I love it.
I think it's a great show.
All right, the next show is The Slap. Take a look.
Momo.
Aisa, here, a coffee cake.
Hey guys, where can I park this? In the street.
You don't look a day over 40.
To my cousin, the last good man in America. Hey Gary, maybe Hugo shouldn't be swinging the bat like that.
Hugo, you're out, buddy.
What are you doing? We're doing. You
Put down the bat right now!
Listen to me. When adults talk to you, you listen to what they're saying, yeah? Why are you swinging the bat at Rocco like that? What's the matter with you? He hit our son.
You hit my child!
I was out of control.
So, okay, so the show is now going to take, it's going to tell the story of what happens after this event that changed this family's life. And every episode, I believe it's an 8-episode miniseries, and every episode is going to focus on a different member that was there.
Because they've all got crazy drama going on in their lives.
Totally.
Very much. They're all very interesting characters. I kind of hate everyone. I don't really like any of them. They all seem kind of dicks.
I really like the Greek parents.
Do you?
Because they're so
fucking annoying.
I know, but the mother's like, he totally deserved it. It's so funny. Like, it's such a Greek mother thing to do, like an Eastern European mother thing to say.
I just really like that it's all based on this like one
event.
I mean, kind of.
Oh, and also real quick, 6-year-old child still getting breastfed.
Oh, that was
yeah, that was annoying.
I mean, they led up to like he's like homeschooled. He has no social skills. He's a nightmare. Like it shows you how this
ripping
happened.
up the like
the roses.
I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and everybody says the same thing. I probably would have hit the kid too. Like, and it's, I mean, and I'm not saying that they would, but
not everyone would hit the kid.
That's not true.
Some would hit it. You haven't watched it yet, though, have you?
I have watched it.
Oh, well, then you're wrong.
That kid was
hit
a
him.
menace. That kid deserves to be locked up.
He's a badass.
And then
I'd sooner lock him up than hit him.
And those parents, let's lock him up in a cage. That's even
better. Forget it.
But like, even his parent, like the parents were awful parents. They're clearly not. The mother is still breastfeeding.
She's the worst.
I love those actors and actresses. They're great, but yeah, they're terrible parents.
Yeah.
That's all we have for TV, but Adam, you wanted to talk about some shows that are coming up that we are going to be watching.
So I want to, before we review it, I want to see Secrets and Lies with Ryan Felipe coming out around your birthday.
And Juliette Lewis.
Oh yeah, another one about child killing and stuff.
Yeah, and you're interested in it because all movie actors are now going into TV.
We talked about some other TV shows today.
Well, the reason is because they can't get jobs, so they're going on to television now, and for them it's quick, it's easy. They're in the same place for X amount of time. The show is on for 8 to 13 episodes. Bam,
but the show looks intense. I think
it does. This one I'm excited for. And speaking of movie actresses into TV, House of Cards comes out.
Yes.
Are we gonna be done it? Do you? How much do you think you're gonna be finished in time?
So every single time this comes out, I'm
I'm
gonna watch 2 episodes a day. 2 days, I'm done.
I think 2 days will be for me too.
Yeah.
Will you be able to?
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll leave House of Cards for a couple episodes to let everyone else
I want to talk about it. We'll see how good it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's move on to gay news now, and we had an update on Laverne Cox.
Yes, so Laverne Cox has now been signed onto a new show coming up. It's a lawyer show.
She's been signed to a pilot of the show.
Right. It
and
hasn't.
She's a lead on the show, so she's the first transgender actor/actress to get a lead on a network show, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's gonna be picked up. This girl is hot as fire right now.
She was the first transgender to get an Emmy nomination.
Yeah, first out transgender. So like they're really careful with the wording, but let's be real. But this, I mean, if this show doesn't get picked, I don't see how the show is going to get picked up. Her star power alone could take this show to where
I'm sure some Kickstarter voting thing would just come in and every gay in the world. It's called Doubt. It's supposed to be like some lawyer who's, I don't know what this is, like tough as nails, but seasoned to her clients.
But she's actually not like the main character. Okay. She's a lead on the role. Yeah. So I don't know who the main character is. No one actually really cares because it's not important. But she plays a transgender lawyer who was facing adversity when she was growing up in school, and now she fights for the little person. And I really like the fact that she's playing a lawyer, not like a hooker, not a jailbird. So
what people think of transgender.
Yeah. So now it's gonna put her into a really big position of power. I mean, she is just life to me.
Killing it.
Oh, I love her.
I just hope it's good. I think it's going to be picked up. I just hope the writing's good, though.
I mean, I don't think she would sign on unless it's good. She's pretty smart about what she's doing. You know what I mean? So.
All right, well, that's all we have for today's show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Still nothing.
Still nothing?
Maybe I should stay by in like a different language.
Maybe you get a haircut at the end of every episode.
That's a good idea.
That would be cute.
I like that.
I'll start that next week. I'll say goodbye in a different language each week.
Are you kidding?
So this week is bye.
That was gay. Queenie gay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so long.
I know. It's going to be good.
So now do you not have to watch it every day because you're not putting crap in it?
Oh, no.
That's nice. That was really nice.